to capture Louisiana Territory and Florida, but the War of 1812 had already ended. They just didn't know that yet. So the British got together and they were coming in hot to Louisiana. And Andrew Jackson wrangled up a crew
Stonewall.
Mostly militiamen. There was a small French army, I believe, that was there, a small American army, mostly farmers, hunters, just random dudes. And there was a famous pirate, a famous French pirate, and he enlisted the brigade of the pirates as well.
Oh, really?
They won the battle in about 30 minutes.
Damn.
Jeez.
They were vastly outnumbered. The British marched in when it was foggy, and then the fog broke, and the Americans could just see all the British, and they got lit the fuck up.
Ooh.
It was like it reminded me of like the American 300 in a way, because it was just a small group of ragtag men.
Yeah, that
George Takei likes.
Oh my.
I mean, back in those days, communication, it's not like now. It's not like you just call their cell phone and be like, hey,
Yeah, it took,
hey, it's off.
It's funny like reading the stories, because like I just don't understand when they're like they dug trenches, like they like diverted whole rivers and sent their boats up there, and I'm like, well, how long does that take? And like, what if they just shot them while they're digging the fucking trench to go to the house?
I think like old timey war was just so amazing and nuanced and like beautiful. Now it's just some dick with like a drone is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna send in some fucking C4.
Yeah. I mean, imagine being that guy who had the message that the war was over and you had to go tell him, and you're just running like shit. They're gonna attack.
I'm a little late.
Well, is the war really over if not everybody's heard yet?
Yeah, very true.
I mean,
not.
Somewhere there's an island on the Pacific where they're still fighting World War II.
We talked about it before, but that Japanese dude who was just on like a Pacific island, nobody ever told him that the war was over. He was just fucking Tom Cruise,
just running comms.
Tom Hanks in it. Excuse me. Yo, I saw this thing that Tom Cruise is going to be the first actor to ever shoot a feature film in space.
Whoa!
I did see that.
Is that Mission Impossible? Did you know what film it is?
I don't know what film it is.
It's gotta be.
They yeah, I mean, you'd think they
The
Mission
Bourne Identity.
Impossible films just keep getting more and more ridiculous. It's like I wouldn't be surprised if they had one in space.
Do you think that kind of same correct? Do you think the plan for like colonizing Mars is a short-term plan where the rich just plan to go to Mars for not that long and then eradicate all of us on Earth and then just come back?
No,
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. What I actually think is that like that's like Musk is gonna sell a contingency plan and be like, all right, I'll load up fucking people who want to pay like $1 billion and I'll fly to Mars if like the world is ending here.
Mm-hmm.
Like if nukes start flying.
But I feel like it's like of it would what's easier, going to a new planet and redoing the whole thing, or just going to that planet like it's a apartment or like a rental, and then you just clean house and then you just come back, because like it's already Earth, it's already got all the shit. You just like they gotta get rid of the problem.
Well, how long does it take to get to
You
Mars?
think they're gonna fumigate us?
Yeah, they could. Yeah, I never thought of that.
Because I was like, yeah, what are you gonna go to Mars? It's gonna take thousands of years and whatever.
Yeah, like
it's like you're just gonna go there, kill us all, and come back.
No, they would never do that because they need labor force.
Oh.
So they need to reserve some people.
According to this, it only takes about 7 months to get to Mars.
Yeah,
that's much better than I would have thought.
They could do it in a lifetime.
Like 30 years.
In your lifetime, you could go to Mars, kill all the humans, and then come back to Earth.
Yeah, but what would you have to come back to?
You just come back and
but if
you don't. I don't think they kill everyone, like you said. Like they just kill, like Thanos. They just like kill
half the people.
Yeah, they'll probably nuke a country. Like
I don't even think they nuke a country. I think they just shut shit down and just let us go haywire, and then they just come back and turn everything on.
See,
what is being shut down? Sorry, go ahead.
The
just like the grid.
Yeah, I'm off the grid. The way I would see it is you would have like buy a giant compound on Earth where you have like employees and everybody taking care of the land. And then you just take like all the people that are necessary to your like the people that run your favorite restaurant
The Genghis Khan method.
and like the people that like would do your like banking for you and shit like that, and then just put them away in your house and be like, all right, we're gonna be back in a few years, we're gonna shut shit down. Then when we open back up, you guys can open your bomb ass restaurant, open whatever you want, you know.
Can I
You
come
guys
to
work your
Mars?
bank?
No.
They're all
No,
gonna
you'll
like,
be here.
They're all gonna be like, I have a family.
No, not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
That's the neat thing.
Here are your options. You can die with your family, or you can stay in my baller mansion and then wait until I come back from fucking Mars.
But the Lancer, she gives us nothing.
It's gonna end up being like, you guys ever see Elysium?
No.
No.
What's Elysium?
So it's a movie where the whole concept of it is all the rich people have these machines that cure like every disease and ailment, but only the super rich can afford them. And they have them on like space stations that they can fly to like out in space. So Earth has become like way overpopulated. So it's about this dude who finds out he has cancer and lives in LA. And LA has just become like they build like 50-story buildings and people just they pack people in there. So like all the poor people, if you get cancer, you're basically just dead. But the rich people could just like fly to their space station, get in this machine that cures everything. So the guy is just like basically like, let me just sneak on, like I'm gonna find a rich person, like convince them to go on their thing, like basically kidnap them, go up to space and then cure my shit and then come back.
You know what's funny is that is just not science fiction. That just sounds like reality.
Yeah.
They have that now.
Every day it's like this seems like it's just coming more and more true. Like people we're overpopulating more and more. People are getting those advancements that only the super
Like,
rich have access to.
The only thing that you said that was not realistic was the super tall buildings, because in LA it's just super wide tents.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only proof that didn't happen yet is that Steve Jobs died. If Steve Jobs
Yeah,
had,
that's
like,
true.
like, otherwise, like, I don't know. There is for sure in my mind anyway, a cure for cancer out there for like the super wealthy,
Mhm.
and obviously not for Jobs and the pancreas there, but like other people who like
Well, he kind of like was doing his own thing, but I'm sure that there's some cancers that maybe are still very like,
treatable.
yeah, some that are treatable and some that are not.
Yeah. But like Jimmy Carter had brain cancer, and like if he was like more of a like that was like 5 years ago. If he was more of like a sketchy president, if he wasn't like the least sketchy, I
Mhm.
would 100% be like, no way. Like,
I love that a president can be so nice that they're just like, fucking get out of here.
well, he was just so hated, and he did things so against the fucking the grain, I guess. Like all those like solar panels he put on the roof of the White House and shit like that, and like he was just doing like
Mhm.
I don't know, very like nice shit, and he didn't do anything too out of pocket. So like I don't know, he's got a pass. I feel like for life.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I watched something about Clinton the other day, and it's funny to see like the difference between like Carter and Clinton, of how like Clinton was like known to be a womanizer, and then he cheated on his wife and then was like, all right, I'm not gonna do it again, guys. And then gets in the
Well,
White House and is just immediately like, all right, I'm gonna harass this lady, and then I'm gonna have an affair for like months with this lady. And then everyone was talking. They were just like, after you have an affair as the president, you have to be contrite and apologetic and have the public think, you're not going to do that again. And then it's just immediately like some lady comes out. It's just like, yeah, Clinton asked me up to her hotel room. Then he pulls his dick out. And then
Fucking legend. No, I'm just kidding.
and then, he has like the Monica Lewinsky thing where he has like a relationship with her, basically, where he's like running the free world and be like, hey, Monica, come in here.
How many people do you think didn't come forward and there were actually other shit? Like,
So many.
He must have paid a bunch of people off.
Yeah.
It'll come out, and like as soon as he dies, they'll be like, I was fucking him the entire time.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's ridiculous. How you just be like, all right. You would think
Do you
the
think Biden's having
gravity
an
would
affair?
set in that you're president and you're like, okay, I am now the most well-known, most powerful person in the world. Maybe I should just put my shit on hold for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Instead, you're just like, oh no, now I have the power.
Yeah,
Now
no,
can
I,
just
I feel like
harass whoever I want
Yeah. The power's
into
crazy.
the White House.
It's probably why he was going for it. He's just like, I could probably bang anybody.
it's like all the ladies coming out about Musk. I like seeing the emails or the memes about like
He's just building an army, dude.
like all the ladies at Twitter right now. It's like-
Yeah.
That's the thing about Elon, though. That's the difference is when you're wildly rich between when you're like the president. Because like going into the White House, like when you become president, you know you're basically going to be set for life after you, you know.
Sorry.
You all right?
Finish. No.
Like you know you're set for life when you're president because you can like every speaking engagement you have is like you're basically guaranteed $1 million. So it's like, you know, after you're there, you just go in. But like going in, like the Clintons were like not rich at all. They were like broke. So it's like, you know, you actually have shit at stake as opposed to Elon, where he's just like, I got all the money in the world.
He's like, I'm going to Mars.
Do
and
whatever
killing
I
you
want.
all."
Yeah, like I'm already leaving to Mars. I'm gonna do whatever
Be as
I
much
want.
as a scumbag as I feel like being.
I don't know. There is like something about like you'd much rather conceive a child with the world's richest man than just some president where it's a scandal. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, dude, if I was of childbearing age and a female, I would be throwing myself at Musk. I'd be like, yo, put a baby in me. I'm gonna ride this fucking thing to the top. I'm gonna get a cool billion in the divorce, dude. And then I can just do whatever. And then I mean, I got the Antichrist's kid, but like, it's still like we're riding that meal ticket all the way to Mars, bro.
Yeah. You've got Danny from The Omen.
The Omen. Is that the little
Devil baby.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a little person.
The Yeoman?
Is that the other one? Where
No.
it's just like a little person that's pretending to be a kid. They get
Oh,
adopted and
that's
start doing freaky
fuck.
shit.
That's the
That's
orphan.
the orphan.
Yeah, yeah.
Same fucking thing,
I
right?
think they're making a sequel.
Oh
to
wait,
that.
the orphan. That's I don't know. I've never seen that. It's just not a child.
Spoiler.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert.
spoiler alert. She's like, she's got like, what's that fucking dude's name that said, "What you talking about, Willis?"
Gary Coleman.
She's got like the Gary Coleman disease where she looks like a kid.
It'd be funny if like
has
the kid was just Peter Dinklage, and you're like, that is just not a child.
That's the thing is, you know, we've already basically watched that movie if you've never seen it. But spoiler, basically, they think that they like adopt the kid, and they're just like, why is our kid like such a fuck? Why do they keep trying to kill everyone? And they find out she's like 38 years old.
Yeah, she's like,
That
She's
seems
been-
like it's like based on a real story.
Hey, that very well could
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, didn't the Wayans brothers do one?
I think so.
I don't know.
What was the baby
Little Man.
movie? Little Man, maybe.
They just superimposed like Marlon Wayne's on a child.
I saw that the Hellraiser movie has some pretty solid reviews.
Yeah, I heard it was
New
pretty
one?
good.
Just came out.
How
Really?
How well reviewed was Hellraiser?
Original Hellraiser or the new
The
one?
new one.
I don't know.
It said it's good. I saw a review yesterday. It said it was solid. Jerry said he heard it was solid.
I
Yeah.
mean-
Who'd you hear from?
I watched this dude on YouTube who reviews a lot of stuff, and he said it was pretty good.
I mean, original Hellraiser, you know, things got a little bit off the rails for a few of the Hellraisers. But
I wonder if is it a remake of the original, or is it like a hard new movie?
I think I heard it's like a reboot.
I think it's a remake. I read the
We got a
description
reboot.
on Hulu, and it said like a reimagining of the Clive Barker classic 1987 movie. But man, let me tell you that you know, the first one really was a really good movie.
It's the second one where shit's really fucking bizarre.
Well, yeah, I mean, even the second and the third one I still loved and I thought was great. But
It's the fifth one where the magic happens.
yeah, the fifth one where the guy keeps waking up, the mayhem guy keeps over and over again, or they're in France in like the 1800s, and then you're just like, all right, come on, guys, this is getting out of control.
He's got mad nipple rings and stuff too.
Yeah,
Damn, this
shattering
dude's
teeth
kinky.
person.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm gonna be on a big. Since watching Midnight Club, which by the way, listeners, highly recommend.
Midnight Club.
I'm definitely gonna be on a big scary movie, scary show kick this whole month.
Well,
Oh,
it is,
yeah.
it is spooky season.
Yeah,
Spooky season's here.
yeah, they keep loading them up, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep watching them.
What's the best horror movie of all time?
Ooh, good question.
I would love to rewatch Hereditary because I think that was one of my favorite ones recently.
Hereditary is great.
That is a really good modern scary
Fuck
movie.
Hereditary. Out here banging on my chest.
I just recently watched Hereditary again. Man, good movie.
The only thing that's good is when that chick's head falls off. Oh, sorry, spoiler.
I don't know, dude. I think that
And then the ending. That's it. The rest is just like, oh.
See,
It's so it's so uncomfortable. That's the whole tone. It
Yeah,
makes
no,
you uncomfortable. And it's fucking weird.
yeah, the whole time you're like, what is happening here?
Could that happen to my sister?
Nice. Yeah, one that I can't recommend enough that I saw last year that I'd never seen before. I was just scrolling through and was like, let's just pick this random one here. Was Phantasm. You guys ever see Phantasm?
Mm-mm.
You gotta watch Phantasm. Great movie. Basically, it's about this kid who he lives it's about like a teenager who fucks around like running through like the cemeteries at night, like so he can hang out with his friends and like smoke weed and shit. And he sees this these people who were like dead in the funeral home, like loading this guy into the back of like a hearse, basically, like these giant supernatural people. And he's like, oh shit, something's happening in that funeral home there. And he's trying to convince everyone they don't believe him. And then once they get into the funeral home, shit pops off. You got to watch it.
well, where can we watch it?
I think I watched it on Amazon Prime. Let me see.
Is it an old movie?
Yeah, it's in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
Peacock for free. Looks like Pluto TV.
Oh, Pluto TV. Oh,
You
this
could get on
gangster.
Tubi.
No, I'll watch it on Pluto. I like Pluto.
Yeah, Pluto TV. Peacock. But yeah, watch that movie. You won't be disappointed.
I will say OG Exorcism is. I think that is a good one.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about greatest of all time, OG Exorcism is that's hard to beat.
There's a lot I got to go back and watch too. because, like,
Shining.
I saw like The Shining when I was kid and never watched it all the way through again. And
Oh my
then
God.
same with like The Birds or like what's the other Hitchcock thing? He's another one.
Psycho.
Yeah, that one's not really scary. That's just a good movie.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Shining's probably my favorite. If we have to talk about
I'll say a bold take. I think the Paranormal Activities are up there with one of the greats.
I have
I
to.
suppose if you're like 7 or 8.
I think the first one. The first one was. The
They're
first one
they're
was
fun.
was good.
They're
I
fun
think
to
when I
watch.
saw it, I don't think I could go
They
back and
fucking-
watch them now.
They
Honestly-
really beat the shit out of that horse.
I kind of wish they kept making them.
I
you
like the way
kidding me?
they all
They're,
tie in
they're
together.
so fun. Yeah, they came out with a newer one last year on CBS. I just like that style of watching through the camera and then like shit's popping off. It's kind of cool.
I do have to say, I think the scariest, the most scared I've ever been after a movie was I saw the first one, like it had to have been like first few times I've ever smoked pot, and then watched that movie and came home and like the Wii had like a blue light on behind it, and like my mom came in and like shut the door and I didn't see her and I was like, oh my god.
Have you guys ever seen? I don't think I've ever seen the original Poltergeist.
Oh, I
don't
just
think
watched
I've
that
seen-
yesterday.
Seen it either.
Dude, that actually might be the best horror movie ever.
OG
on.
Poltergeist.
Is it Poltergeist or The Entity where the chick is like there's like a really good like ghost sex scene?
Well, so
No, I'm just kidding.
there is a
There's one
scene
where it's like a
that's
ghost
kind of-
squeezing tits. I remember as a
Damn.
kid liking that.
So it's kind of more like Scary Movie makes it more into a sex scene.
No. I'm telling you, I remember because I remember being like, "Damn, this is like so scary, but so hot." What the fuck was
'Cause
that?
there is a scene in like where the lady's laying in the bed and her shirt like starts to come up from the ghost.
That
And
one.
she's like pulling it down, but then they don't like bang really. She just ends up falling like up the walls and like over the ceiling.
Okay.
It's and then in Scary Movie they do that where
Wait, do you
she's
see
just
tit?
getting banged out.
Yeah, Scary Movie 2 was so funny. As a kid, I didn't know what they were referencing, but yeah, she's like up the walls getting railed out.
You'll laugh so hard once you if you watch that. But honestly, that might be my favorite. It's like up there, like
Really?
Shining and Poltergeist. Poltergeist is so like wild. It's so well done too. Like it has that I think it was the first half of the movie was shot by Spielberg, and then he like had to go do something else or something like that. So he like passed the movie on to someone else. So like you can feel like the classic Spielberg like movie vibes where it's like really like it's not really scary, but then it like gets to a point where like it's more like wondersome, like most like ET kind of,
Yeah.
where ET is not really scary, but it's about an alien coming to like visit you on Earth.
I'd love to beat up ET.
Yeah, he fucking deserves it.
Those little goofy legs and shit, dude. Anyway, what's it called? It was The Entity is the one I'm thinking of.
was
Poltergeist
it?
though, still pretty spicy. She's got those cute little panties on.
I gotta watch Poltergeist just for the
Poltergeist
panties.
rules.
They made a
Watch
reboot.
The Entity.
They made a reboot of Poltergeist a couple years
I
ago.
want to see it. I haven't seen it. Have you
I-
seen it,
I
Jerry?
have not seen it. No.
Did you guys see Midsummer?
Yes.
I did
How was
not.
that?
I heard that movie ruled.
Another great,
I would like.
unsettling, fucking awesome movie made by the dude that made Hereditary and The Witch. It's
The Witch I thought was fucking lame. in my opinion.
it's like his style, slow burn,
The-
eerie.
The Witch, I don't think I've fully watched all the way through because it is very slow.
Yeah. But Midsommar was fucking awesome.
I've heard that's a great one. I got to put that on the list.
The Witch was like the one where they're just in that little teepee thing, the whole thing, right?
Yeah, it's like about
It's like takes
Witch?
place in the 1700s, right?
yeah, it's like a pilgrim family. I think they leave like their village for some reason, religious stuff. I don't know, and then they get terrorized by a witch and shit goes down.
Yeah, I remember like being like,
When
It is kind of a slow burn.
when I
slow as
was
the
a
burn.
child, the OG It really scared the shit out of me.
Same,
Mhm.
same with there was another one. What was the one with the TV and they're here?
Oh, that's
That's
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. Okay,
Yeah.
huh. That's the
Uh,
same movie.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a banger. Scares the shit out of you, and then you have that scene.
When you get a boner.
Nice.
Yeah. That was a good one. Knew It too. Is
Knew It's good, but I wouldn't say that I was scared.
Knew it.
The New It.
Oh yeah.
New It movie. I
The new
remember when we
It
saw
did
that.
have one really freaky part, though.
Second one or first one?
The first one.
Oh yeah,
The
I remember like the one where they're in the house. That part.
I thought there was a lot of creepy parts in
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah, I thought the first It
I
was.
love that
Oh,
movie.
the first fright in it was like a good one.
Yeah, that's what got like me. I remember we all went to see that, didn't we?
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure. And I remember thinking it was going to be lame, be like, all right, this is going to be a movie about a clown. And then he's in the gutter and you're like, oh yeah, he's going to talk to
yeah,
his
when
clown in
he's
the
like running
gutter.
at the kid and his face is all fucked up.
And then
Yeah.
he bites that kid in half. And then I was like,
George.
oh shit.
yeah. Yeah, that show like
This movie is for real.
super gruesome.
Pop, pop.
Yeah, that just immediately hooked me. Like
Plus they got that Skarsgård in there, dude.
yeah.
Dude, if you're looking for good fun horror movies, the Creep Show is great.
Yeah, I love
Creep
Creep Show.
Creep Show is it's Stephen King, and it's like I think there's Creep Show 1 and 2, and there might be a show or something, but it's just like 3 or 4 little mini horror stories.
Hmm.
And it's kind of dated. It's really funny. I love that they make a tarp into a sea monster. And it's a tarp. It's very clearly a tarp, but all the kids are very frightened of the tarp.
Did you guys watch Mr. Harrigan's Phone?
No, how's
No.
that?
That was a new one on Netflix. So it's good, but has possibly the most anticlimactic ending that's ever happened.
Did you guys watch Sneakerella?
I
No.
wouldn't know what's
No.
Cinderella.
Amazon Prime. Disney princess with sneakers.
Nice.
How was that scary?
Glass ones. No.
This movie is rated pretty high. I've never seen The Sinister.
yeah, I've seen Sinister. That was a good one.
That's a good one.
Did you guys
Yeah.
ever watch Arachnophobia?
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I
one
watched
scared
that
the
when I was
fucking
young.
tits off me as a kid.
Yeah, as a
Really?
kid.
Yeah, I was mad scared of spiders.
Yeah, I mean,
Not the eight-legged freaks one.
Oh,
Not the-
I might be.
I was
I might be
thinking
thinking
of
of
Eight-Legged
Eight-Legged
Freaks.
Freaks.
Eight-legged freaks is funny. Arachnophobia is fucking menacing and unsettling.
Wait, let me look up.
Arachnophobia. I think I watched that once I was an adult, and I was like, "This does not have the staying power."
Oh no, I've seen Arachnophobia.
However, like I was right there with you. That scared the piss out of me when I was a kid. But
I think okay, so I think my issue with Arachnophobia was that the main character is Jeff Daniels, and the reason I
Mhm.
probably didn't find it that scary was because he's just Harry Dunn to me. And in the movie, I'm just waiting for the punchline.
yeah, it's amazing how like that role for Jeff Daniels, like he did so much serious acting, and then you watch that one movie and you're like, okay, he's just that guy now.
Did anybody watch Goodnight Mommy?
No.
Good night.
I just passed that one. I like
What's that
how
one about?
Good night, mommy.
Let's
Mommy.
see. 2014, a slow burn film that is drenched in dread from start to finish. It follows twin brothers Elias and Lucas, who begin to suspect the identity of their mother when she comes home covered in bandages from facial reconstructive surgery. Ooh.
What are the best kind of horror movies? Like they have like you have your slashers where it's just figure.
Mhm.
You have your psychological kind of thrillers. You have
Slashers are not scary in my opinion.
Yes.
Psychological thrillers kind of fuck with me.
like
Yeah.
you get like I don't know. You get like your ghost haunting ones. Those ones are kind of like I feel kind of tropey and kind of cheap now,
Mhm.
especially after Paranormal Activity and like The Conjuring. We haven't mentioned The Conjuring.
yeah.
Conjuring.
The whole Conjuring shit. I like that. Like anything to do with like, ghosts and demons and exorcisms are pretty cool.
Has anybody seen Sinister?
We just
I
brought
have.
that. We just
Oh,
had
okay, I
that.
missed that. Sorry.
Have you guys seen It Follows? You ever hear of It
Um,
Follows?
No, what is It Follows?
It Follows is a cool movie about like this weird creature that like gets passed on to you by another person. Like if you bang that person.
Yeah, it's the thing where it's the
Yeah,
STD.
It's called crabs.
Yeah. Like you bang a person and then you inherit this creature that wants to kill you.
You get this drip.
No
You
one
gotta-
else can
you-
see it
And
but
you gotta bang somebody else and pass it.
Yeah.
Hot potato.
So it's like you either keep banging, like you bang a person, pass on to the next guy. But if that monster,
Couldn't you just go fuck an old person?
I think there is a part where like this dude inherits the thing and then he just fucks two whores. And
Chill.
they probably just die because I think
Wait, what happens if you? Okay, I thought you pass it on and it leaves you, or
yeah, it leaves you and
So
goes
if-
fucks with that person.
So wouldn't it go to one of them, not two of them?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, sorry.
but like it's whoever you penetrate.
First,
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it how it works. Does it wait for you to shoot your shit?
wait, you have to penetrate. You can't like. What if you just went to prison and then like dropped the soap or something? and then take out like a Dahmer type or something.
I don't know. I don't know what the rules of the creature is. If you really have to enjoy it, you
What?
gotta. if you-
Do you ever see the creature?
Yeah, you do. Like because
You have to come or the creature stays.
yeah,
there.
like does it wait for you to come and then it's like okay,
it's the load.
Fuck
you.
Fuck, he pulled out.
Yeah.
But,
So do you have to do the responsible thing and explain that to your partner beforehand?
Wait,
I
no,
think
it-
Sit down and be
they
like,
do
hey,
it-
look.
They explain after. It's like you bang, and then he's just like, "Hey, so there's this fucking thing trying to kill me, but I banged you, so now it's gonna come kill you. Sorry, I'll see you later."
Whoops.
Information that would have been helpful before we started.
It's
Wamp,
AIDS.
wamp.
No, what's it called? Sorry. What if so like if it was something where you had to come, then it would just end with a woman because they'd never come. No. Just kidding. Just kidding. They come.
This has a good one. I forgot about this one, but I remember the first time we saw this VHS.
Oh, that one was
VHS
scary.
Classic.
VHS was good.
I love VHS.
The second one was kind of fucking shitty.
Yeah.
I mean,
Second one had that one where it had to do with like this Japanese cult, and then it ended like with something wild, like this lady giving birth to a fucking big old
Oh yeah,
demon.
Oh, you know what?
Where they run through the
Silent Hill
school.
was actually scary for me.
Silent Hill. I've never watched that because that shit scares the shit out of me.
Silent Hill scared the shit out of me, and then The Hills Have Eyes was another one I forgot about.
yeah, Hills Have Eyes is a good one too. That's
'Cause
one that it's just like if you were ever in that situation, you'd
It's
be
just
like,
incest monsters,
"Fuck
right?
This.
incest
Yeah.
monsters mixed in with like
Zombie type shit.
it's like nuclear like
Yeah,
shit.
that
definitely.
one's got a pretty. You know, the scariest thing about that movie to me is that is the brutal ass rape scenes. That's the
Yeah.
scariest.
I don't even remember those.
like-
That's
like,
the
that-
only thing I
That's
remember.
how it kicks off. It's like boom, all right, rape scene, and they're all like, "Oh shit!" And
Yeah. I watched that with my cousin. We were both like, I think she got it. She's like, Jim, you want to watch a scary movie? And I was like, yeah, sure. And she put it on, and we were both just like, I don't know.
See, that's the thing I fucking hate about movies like that is like if you ever try and watch them with like your friends, like parents or something like that, and like it just opens up with like a grisly like fucking like murder rape scene, and it's just like Jesus Christ, like
yeah.
I can't fucking go back now. Like, ugh.
I did think it was funny. I like how some movies get like branded as horror movies. Like I was talking to Randy. He said that he wanted to. He's like, I haven't seen Parasite yet, but like I don't like scary movies. And I was like, Parasite is not
Yeah.
a scary movie, but it
Why?
is weird because it's like
intense.
they do bill it as a
It's-
scary
it's
movie.
suspenseful.
It's suspenseful, but
that
I was
movie
like,
was fucking awesome. Like
It's
we
not
watched
like-
that.
Yeah.
That shit was so good.
Yeah, that was fun.
But
it's a great suspenseful movie, but I don't think it's a scary movie.
yeah, it's not even like scary suspense. It's just like oh man.
I don't know. I guess like the end is kind of scary.
Yeah, the ending is pretty crazy.
I don't know, dude. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. There was another psychological thriller that was like fucking terrifying. What the fuck was it? Identity was scary when I watched it as a kid.
Me and DJ watched Identity.
Which one's that?
John Cusack.
That's the one where I do. What happened when we didn't one of us call it? We were
Yeah.
just like it's not to spoil it for anyone. Basically, this dude is staying at a hotel, and it's like there's a murderer there, and there's like 10 different people who are staying at the hotel. That he's just like, who is it? It could be this person. It could be that person. It's all these people. Who's the murderer?
And it's the most least and most likely person.
Yeah, if you watch it, you just immediately be like, "Oh, it's definitely that." But yeah,
Who could it be?
yes, you.
Damn, there are so many paranormal activities.
Yeah, I like those ones. What about Saw movies? You guys like Saw?
Oh yeah, Saw's a good one.
Even the later ones that have come out, I've been like, you know what? That I didn't watch the one with Chris Rock, but the one before that, that was like it was. I don't think it was even titled like as a Saw movie, but it was a Saw movie.
The new Chris Rock one.
The one before that,
Oh,
I saw that when I had Movie Pass.
I don't know, like Saw, Hostel.
I think Saw 1 was like the really good. Maybe that and what was it, the fourth one? The one with the fucking house?
Where they're all in the house and they have to go
Was that
through
third
the-
or fourth one?
I think that might be third.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure. Third
Those
or
two
fourth.
I liked. The rest were kind of
Ooh, this is a good one. How did you guys feel about 10 Cloverfield Lane?
man.
I liked it.
down.
That's the one with John Goodman.
John Goodman, yeah.
Paradox. That
No.
one stunk.
no, no.
Cloverfields in general suck.
Yeah, that one was
I
pretty
liked-
good.
I
but-
liked 10 Cloverfield Lane. Where it was going, John Goodman did a good job of being scary.
I couldn't remember what movie it was, but as I've been watching some scary movies, I was like, what is that movie where the main protagonist is like extremely competent the entire movie?
Mhm.
And that is the movie. That lady, everything she does in that movie, you're like, Yes, that is what I would do. Like, she is a fucking actively trying to get the fuck out of there. I remember watching that being like, damn, dude,
Yes.
that's why I thought it was so good, was because I thought that actress was so like hell bent on getting the fuck out of there.
That reminds me of another type of movie where I think it's called Hide and Seek or something. And it's about like this lady's marrying this dude and they go to a family party. But like the family does like some weird shit where they play a game of hide and seek. But if they find you, they kill you. And so this whole time, this girl realizes, oh, it's me against this family. And
Mhm.
she just kicks ass. And it's
She
fucking,
kills them all.
Oh,
now
nice.
she fucking, yeah.
I just wouldn't play.
Yeah, it's like, I'm
There's-
good.
No thanks.
Isn't there another movie like
No.
that? What's the movie where like they're all like having that like family dinner or something,
that's,
and then like someone shows up and like I don't know if they have a mask or an animal mask on or something, and they like start killing people in the family, and then the
That's,
girlfriend there is like, "We're gonna fucking do this."
That might be
You're
Yeah,
Next?
that might be it. Or You're Next or Hide and Seek.
You ever see
very
Your
similar.
Next?
I'll have to
Your
look it
Next
up.
is the one where they're it's the family that they're all having family dinner, and then one of them just gets shot with an arrow like in the
Yes.
middle of dinner.
Yeah.
Yes, and they're all arguing like
That's
all,
it. You're Next. That's the one I'm thinking of.
And it's so the basically they find out like at a certain point in the movie that like someone might have had something to do with it.
What is Hide and Seek? I'm not even. Yeah, this is totally not what I was thinking of. But You're Next is dope.
Yeah,
You guys
I
ever
watched
see-
Your Next recently.
You ever see Funny Games?
Funny Games. That's
Not
a good
scary,
one.
but
I fucking hate funny games.
I hate
That
Funny
was my
Games.
least. I don't think I've ever despised a movie more than Funny Games.
Oh my god, dude! People,
Jerry
lis-
hated it too. He doesn't
people
remember it.
listening, is that Nicole Kidman in that movie?
I don't know who the female is.
God, if you want to watch 15 minutes of a lady
read Michael
dragging
Pitt.
herself across the floor, that is the exact opposite of 10 Cloverfield Lane and You're Next. Those people deserve to fucking die.
See, I bet if I watched it again now, I
That
might
dog
have
didn't
a
deserve to
different
die, though.
Naomi Watts.
I remember the dog falling out of the trunk. Like the Funny Games people killed the dog, put it in the trunk, and like he fell out of the trunk. And then I was like laughing because it was like such a bad movie. And Jared's like, "You're fucked up, man. You're mad fucked." He gave me this like guilt trip talk. I was like, "Dude, it's a fake dog." Fake
Oh yeah, I
dying."
just hate when they hurt dogs.
I know.
Yeah, I mean that is always terrible.
Jared
when
would
they
rather
do
see
that in
an
movies.
infant die on camera than a dog die on camera.
100%.
Yo, I did love when we saw that Halloween movie and like the way he just keeps killing things. Like he just keeps killing younger and younger humans until it's the baby, and you're just like, dude, is he gonna kill this baby?
Did he?
I think I don't know.
No,
if he didn't.
He doesn't, but he did about 10 to 5 minutes before brutally murder a 6-year-old.
Yo, in so what's the fucking movie that you were talking about? The Shining.
Mhm.
They have a sequel to The Shining called Doctor Who.
Dr.
Or not,
Sleep.
not Doctor Sleep.
Doctor Who.
And in Doctor
Classic.
Sleep, there's a scene where they fucking go there. There's a fucking kid captured by like this group of weird people that eat people and shit, and they fucking kill this kid, and it's fucking brutal.
They eat him.
Yeah, they eat him, they're killing
Yeah.
him, they're stabbing him, and he's
It looked
screaming.
delicious.
I'm like, damn.
See, that's another thing. I can't watch somebody
What?
get eaten. I can't. I hate watching like flesh being like slit. I'm like,
You
you
"Oh,
ever
no."
watched Green Inferno?
No.
It's
Oh, yo, my friend
oh, it's
Morgan told
sick.
me she was like, you gotta watch Green Inferno.
it's about these like these 20 somethings that are on vacation and they don't realize that they went to a foreign country that has like a tribe of like cannibalistic like a like primitive tribe that doesn't have like technology. So they get there and they're just like immediately like, oh, we're gonna eat all these people. They're just like, oh fuck, we're fucked. Yeah, I was gonna bring up when you said, Jim, the girl that's doing everything she was supposed to do, that was the protagonist. You guys gonna watch the newest Halloween Ends?
I heard it was
Oh,
really
yeah.
good.
Because Halloween, the Halloween 2018, the reboot, that's one of my favorites ever. That one,
That
Doesn't-
one was
doesn't
ruled.
Danny McBride and his buddy direct and write them now?
Yeah, and then the one after that, I wasn't so fond of.
The one before this
Halloween
one,
Kills.
Halloween Kills, is that when like
That's the 2021.
people are in the fucking hospital and everyone's
Mhm.
like, let's go fucking get this guy? And
Yeah.
I didn't mind that. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it honestly wasn't terrible. Like I would watch that over a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch House of a Thousand Corpses?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I never got all the
Love
way
the
through that.
love the Rob Zombie. All those Rob Zombie movies
Devil's
are so
Rejects
like
was fucking good.
Devil's Rejects. You like watch those and you're like, man, these backwoods people. Fuck.
Yeah, it makes you not want to go down in the South.
Yeah. And then I killed the dog.
What was the thing that you showed us that was like the guy creating real life horrors?
Creating real life horror?
Where like people would sign up to go to like this guy's like torture escape room. Was that you or was that Josh talking about that?
No, I don't think that was me.
Ooh, this is a good one. 28 Days Later.
Mm.
28 Days Later is a good
Oh, that's a
zombie
good one.
movie.
Yeah, that's the movie that introduced the running zombies. Like zombies are actually sprinting at you.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely one of the scarier. That was good.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, you guys ever see Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon?
That's a great one.
That's
No.
another great one.
Yo, I highly recommend it.
is it actually scary or
Yes, kind of.
It's not. I mean, it's kind of scary, but the concept is great.
It-
basically it starts out as these people like find a serial killer, and they're like filming a documentary about him and being like, all right, we know you're a killer and we're just gonna film like you can talk about your life, talk about whatever.
He's a serial killer, but he's a serial killer in Jason fashion. Like he is a Jason, or like
Yeah.
and they're just filming him?
yeah, like they're like learning how he does his thing.
That's kind of cool.
And then it takes twists and turns that you're like, oh shit, I
Like-
didn't see it going this way.
Yeah,
And it's a good one.
it is.
It's a
A
good
a
one.
funny movie and then a scary movie.
Yeah.
It's a very good movie.
You guys, it was McCamey Manor. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh no, yeah, that was the one. That might be one of my favorite movies ever. Is the
Isn't it real?
Haunters Art of the Scare. Yeah, it's like a documentary filmed by some dude that's just holding like a like, you can tell it's like a very low budget documentary, but he finds this guy that does like haunted houses that are real, that he basically just tortures people. And like he makes them sign like waivers, and
Like
then
the
he'll like
craziest waiver ever.
drown them and stuff like that, and they'll be like, please stop, and he'll be sitting there with the camera in his face, be like,
It's
ah,
you're a little
we
slut.
got you. Oh yeah, you're a little slut. Oh, you're
Talking
weak."
to like dudes like you're gonna take this beating like a little bitch or something. Like, dude, it's really fucking crazy.
Yeah,
and
and
they
then
let him do this shit.
that I can't recommend that movie enough, because like
You sick bastard.
that's something that you watch and you're like, holy shit, like this dude with like this crazy low budget movie like stumbled upon this guy who's just like legit torturing people in these haunted houses. Yeah, the one that I showed you guys was this: he convinces his neighbor to do it, and then she doesn't know what she's getting into, and it's just like, stop. She like goes into shock at one point, and it's just like staring, shaking, and then she like runs away down the street and like hides in the bushes. She's like, Diane, calm down, come back. And then she's just like, oh my god, I'll never go back. And then he convinces her like 2 weeks later to go do it again, and then she has the same reaction where she like runs away and hides
God,
in the
I-
bushes.
That's like what's her face in Kubrick there in The Shining.
yeah.
What's that chick's name?
Sally. Sally?
Sally Fields.
No.
Florence Nightingale. What's her name?
Florence Nightingale. Betsy Ross.
It's not Betsy Ross.
No, that's the one
what's
who
her
made the
fucking-
flag.
No. Anyway, I just
Olive oil.
Yeah, dude.
She
I
plays
don't
olive
know.
oil in the movie.
I can't
remember.
believe like you're
Shelley-
eventually you're gonna find Shelley
Shelley
Duvall.
Duvall.
Yeah.
Eventually you're gonna find bodies in that guy's backyard. There's
Yeah.
no way. Like, dude, another thing too is like if I was gonna do that, and I absolutely never would, I would have like something that would just tranquilize me and make me look like the dude killed me so he would stop.
Mhm.
Just fucking knock myself out of that shit.
I feel like we'd be a
Jeez.
little bit remiss to not bring up the Ring movies.
The Ring terrified me when I was a kid.
Yeah. Ring is good. It's a good movie. I mean, I didn't think it would, when
Foreign
I first saw
movies-
it, I was not
think-
impressed.
I think The Grudge kind of freaked me out a little more than The Ring.
The Ring didn't freak me out when I saw it.
Horror movies in a different language are almost way more unsettling somehow because I have to read and then like the jump scares hit you so much harder when you're like reading.
That's the scary part. Is you
Yeah.
have to read.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Well, no, it's just that I can't like focus on the screen as much. So like I don't.
Yeah, true.
When it's coming, like it's more of a shock because like I'm like bouncing my eyes. I don't know.
You know, it's another one of my favorite. You ever see Creep
Creep.
on
Oh, yeah,
Netflix?
that's that
Jeepers
dude
Creepers.
from that dude.
the dude from The League.
Yeah,
He's like the main character, the guy who plays Pete.
Yeah,
Is
okay.
in the first one he convinces some guy that he's dying of cancer, and he wants him to come like film him so he can have a like video to show his kids, and then things get a little bit weird.
yeah. Those movies were pretty good.
Those are
I
good.
think there was like 2.
Yeah, and then the first, they're both equally as good as the other one. I think
Yeah.
those are both great movies. Can't recommend them enough.
What about Quarantine? Have we talked
Meh.
about Quarantine?
I haven't seen Quarantine.
That's another type of movie where it's like filmed through the camera. Like people get rabies and they're quarantined in a apartment building, and you know people just keep getting fucked up by rabies.
I've not seen that one.
It's pretty good.
28 Days Later is another one I was trying to think of for like the longest time. That's
Mhm.
probably the scariest zombie movie
Yeah.
that I've seen.
Scariest zombie movie.
Either that or
28 Days Later was definitely one of them.
the new Dawn of the Dead too. One of them I think was pretty scary.
Mm-hmm.
Slow zombies never scared me though. The
No,
first one.
it's the ones that fucking sprint and tear you up.
I Am Legend was pretty fucking scary too.
I Am Legend.
I have heard of this Train to Busan being very good. I've never seen this though.
Yeah, I've heard it's
Train
that's
to
a good one,
Bust
too.
on. What's up?
It's the same director. It's the same director as Parasite and Snowpiercer, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh.
Bong Joon.
But it is in Korean.
Bong Joon-ho.
That's
So
terrifying.
you will have to read it.
The dude that made Parasite made Snowpiercer?
Yeah.
The movie with the train and the
Yeah,
okay.
good movie.
That movie
Did
was
we-
pretty good.
Did we talk about how Snowpiercer might be we did talk about this, how it might actually be based on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh yeah.
I think you did bring that up at some point.
There was a lot of things that the one thing that tied in the most was that they said that the people that used to run the train were very small, like children, but they recently went extinct. Fucking
That's
Oompa
funny.
Loompas.
The Oompa Loompas.
Yeah, that's funny.
Bastards.
How much time do just
We got 12 minutes.
Curiosity, 12
You
minutes.
can wrap it up too if
Got-
you want.
Well, no, I got some. I was going to bring up, guys. I went to the Albany Taco and Margarita Festival at the MVP Arena yesterday.
How was that?
Damn.
It was underwhelming, I have to say.
Ooh.
Cold tacos?
The tacos weren't cold, but so they had basically 3 different like stands for tacos. They had Margarita City, El Mariachi, and Aramark. And Aramark had like probably like 12 stands, and then El Mariachi and Margarita City only had like 1.
Isn't Aramark is like, don't they like sell office supplies?
Aramark is like the they're like a place that does like cafeterias for like workplaces.
Yeah, it's like Mazzone's, right?
yeah, kinda. They're like a catering company.
How was their taco stand?
So they had one of their tacos was, I thought, the best taco I had all day. They had a tacos de papas, which was like seasoned potatoes with like poblano salsa and like some sour cream on it. It was really good, but all the rest of them sucked. And their margaritas, like they did the margaritas, like no other stand had margaritas. The margaritas were terrible. They're really bad.
That's disappointing.
Like the package I got came with like 2 margaritas, so like I was like, I tried a watermelon and a strawberry, and they were both like, it tasted like they blended the fruit with like a bunch of like corn syrup, and then they just like put like some like tequila and then didn't mix it on top. So like, you know, the first like you'd mix it around, but it was so thick that like even if you mix it around, the tequila didn't like mix in, so you'd just be drinking like thick like fruit syrup.
Gross.
Shrooms is a scary movie too. That just came to mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think I've seen that one where they go out in the woods and they take the shrooms and then like people start dying and they're like freaking
Yeah.
themselves out. That was a good one.
Sorry. I don't know what it was. Something that you were talking about, like them, like
Man, the thing about the tacos, I'm thinking about this food truck we used to get at Sand Creek Animal Hospital. God
Yeah?
damn, it was so fucking good.
who ran the taco truck?
I
What was
don't
it
know.
called?
I don't remember, but goddamn, they were so good.
I'm
have s-
hungry right now.
I'll reach out to someone, ask them, be like, what were those tacos?
I'm fucking starved.
I'm just gonna look up Taco Truck Albany.
I do have to say, Margarita City, they fucked our shit all up, but they made them right, and when they made them right, those were some damn good tacos.
It is Buena Comida.
Ooh, that sounds good.
good food.
Good food.
Yeah, Margarita City, they had 3 different tacos. They had tacos de chicharrón, which was like a pork braised with, it was like in tacos al pastor, where it had like the pineapple, and then they had like pork rinds like sprinkled on top. And then they had like an Asian one, which was a tempura shrimp with eel sauce and like cabbage.
Ooh.
And then they had a beef birria, which is like a grilled taco with beef in it. And then I was like, all right, I'll take one of each. And then we got there, and then the guy making the tacos was like, what'd you get? Birria? And we were like, well, yeah, we got one of those. And he's like, okay, all 3 birria. And then he didn't grill them and just put all of the meat in like regular taco shells. He was like, what do you want on them? And I was like, I mean, I guess I'll just take like everything, like just put like a little bit of everything you have. And then like I thought about it, I was like, wait a second, these are all supposed to be like made tacos, like they all have like their own ingredients. Like you aren't supposed to be asking me like what I want on them. So then like I walked up, I was like, this one is supposed to be grilled, right? And like this one is supposed to have like eel sauce and cabbage on it. And then I had already eaten the other one before I realized. And then the lady at the front was just like, yeah, that's supposed to be a little bit toasty. And oh, yeah, they didn't make these, like, they didn't make you your, okay, I'll just take them. And then, like, she had them remade. And then once they were remade, they were really good.
Amelia says Margarita, in my opinion, was not good. I
Yeah.
just thought I'd let that be known.
Yeah, the margaritas, she can corroborate. Not good margaritas. I have to say.
I don't know why it popped in my head. I was at Yankee Stadium last week.
Yeah, margarita.
Dry flex.
And fucking, I got this thing called a chopped cheese, and
Yeah.
the way you get it, it's kind of like a Philly cheesesteak.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, let me get a chopped cheese, but I don't want that on it. And he's like, you got to tell the cook. He gives you a receipt and go to the cook. He's like, talk to me. And you just you're just like, I want this, but without this. He's like, all right, cool. And they just chop it up. They're like, here you go. It was fucking delicious.
Isn't it with like burger meat instead of
I don't know how they did it.
They chopped that cheese.
instead of
though.
like
They
steak?
had like some sort of pink sauce. I don't know what pink
Baggins,
sauce was.
yeah. Jagging.
I've had them at Chopped Cheeses when they were there, and they were good. They were a little bit
Chopped Jesus.
Chopped Cheeses.
Chopped Jesus.
They were very good. They had used to have it at Troy Kitchen.
Ooh.
But the only thing that was unfortunate about it was that it was like $9 for a chopped cheeses, and it was kind of small. And then where you could just go to the halal place and get like a massive thing of chicken and rice.
Yeah.
For $6.
Yeah, I've never had a chopped cheese before, but that's like a New York City classic. I've heard they're great.
It was so good. I'm gonna try to snag one. We're going Tuesday
Oh yeah,
for
Nice.
playoffs.
playoffs.
Playoff? You kidding me?
Yeah, I'm also gonna bring the little stove, and we're gonna do some smokies on the way
There
there.
you go.
You like
Ooh,
that?
ooh, ooh.
Is that allowed?
On the way there.
Not on the way, not in the car. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
like, when
So
we-
yeah,
on
that's
the way
good.
in.
So yeah, I'll park on the roof.
Love the roof
We'll
parking.
do it right this time.
It doesn't matter. If we can get.
I
a
do
roof spot,
like the roof.
I do too.
Roof is fucking nice. I think it'll be a lot more chilly, but
Playoffs?
we'll be all right.
What are you talking about? Playoffs? You kidding me?
What the fuck is that?
Playoffs?
You guys are going to see playoffs, right?
Playoffs?
Yeah, that's the old this is the
Playoffs?
coach for the Colts. They were like interviewing him, and then he's just like, "We played a terrible game. It sucked, and I hated it." And then some reporters just like, "What do you think when you get to the playoff?" And you know, playoffs? What are you talking about? Playoffs? We aren't gonna playoffs. And then he goes, "Why?" And then they had the classic Coors Light commercial when he's just like, Do you think Coors is good to drink during the playoffs? Playoffs? We don't talk about playoffs. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. He gets all like dejected.
Did you see there's like mad Mets memes going around now because they're about to flounder and like they had first for like the entire the entire season
Oh yeah,
pretty much.
basically the whole
They were
season.
first in the National League and then basically lost it to the Braves.
Yeah,
They lost it to the Braves the other night and now I think they're playing the Pirates.
Padres.
Padres, excuse me. What is it? The Padres tonight?
It should
Is
be.
the, and
They
it's the tiebreaker?
yeah
2-2?
they survived last night. Yeah, it's tied. Next game wins.
Yeah, there was a meme of like Nathan Fielder at the game.
Yeah, I
where he's
saw
just,
that.
Like, frowning.
Yeah,
Mad
the
Hyde.
angry face off.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, did you guys watch all of the rehearsal?
No, I didn't see the rehearsal. What's that?
You gotta watch the rehearsal, man.
What's the rehearsal?
That's
So-
his new show, right?
It's basically like an extra episode of Nathan For You that he realized could have been an entire series, where he convinces that he can help people overcome their fears by rehearsing it with actors first. So like there's some guy, like the first episode, they take some guy who's just like, yeah, I have this friend that I've been lying to for 10 years because she thinks I have a master's degree and I really only have a bachelor's degree. So instead of just going and telling her at a bar, Nathan's just like, okay, we reconstructed a bar, hired 25 actors and packed them in there to rehearse every single scenario of how it could go. And then like basically makes the guy rehearse it for like 3 days leading up to it.
That's
And
awesome.
then he just goes there and he's just like, yeah, I don't have a master's degree. She's like, oh, that's okay. It's just like the most simple thing ever. It's like a genius show.
It is, dude. That's better than that's like a more helpful version of Dr. Phil.
Yeah,
or
he
something
like
that.
basically some lady wants to like rehearse having a child to see if she wants one. So he sets up a house. Like
Don't
he
ruin
rents I won't ruin it. But basically it's the whole like concept is like the kid gets older every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So-
that's actually mad good.
Yeah, so that just becomes basically
What's
the
it on
show.
HBO?
HBO Max.
Nice.
Damn.
You gotta
How
you
did I
gotta
sleep
watch
on
it.
that?
Yeah.
It's a great show. I just finished it the other day, and you know, I gotta say, it was
How many episodes?
I think it was like between 6 and 8. It's not very long.
Damn, dude. At least
But,
he's doing something again. 'Cause
Yeah,
Nathan For You, there was like a power vacuum after that ended. That was fucking so good.
yeah, for sure. I mean, that like talk about one of the most genius shows ever. Watch Nathan For You if you haven't watched it. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, everybody. Go take some of our recommendations for horror movies here.
Go scare the shit out of yourself this
Take
month.
like a bitch.
Exactly. It's spooky season.
It's so spooky.
If you want to do something really scary, leave your doors unlocked at night.
Oh yeah.
And also, like,
Yeah, eat
take
some
your trash out in your underwear.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Eat some expired chicken.
That's the
Oh,
one thing I
that's-
never.
That's real scary.
That's scary.
Yo, in all these movies, there was like I gotta take the trash out, and it's just like a chicken panties and like for some reason like her dad's like work shirt or something like that. And they always get like murdered.
Like announce you're about to take a shower. Like I'm gonna go get in the shower.
We're gonna get naked and take a shower.
I'm gonna go do everything scantily clad. All right. On that note, I'm gonna walk out of here in my boxers.
Goodbye, everyone.